What is up? It's your boy. This is 32, episode 32. We're coming with a little bit more energy today, as you can see with my voice and everything. I actually took a day off today, so I'm just kind of chilling, just kind of laying around throughout the house, and just kind of watch TV, kind of watch whatever I wanted. Caught up on some shows and stuff like that. So definitely had a pretty chill day. So I'm pretty chill right now. Um, you guys already know what's about to happen. We're about to quote unquote blow some bubbles. And yeah, let's get started. Now here's the thing. So I have a torch for the bubbles. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't matter. I have a torch for the bubbles, but the problem is that the torch starter, the little spark, doesn't work. So I have to. It has a lot of. I filled it up before it broke. So instead of wasting the gas, I just decided to light the torch with another lighter and just use that so that I just use up the resources. Why am I gonna waste a full a full tank? So anyways, yeah. So if you hear me doing a lot of weird shit, that is that. But you already know what's about to go down. Let me see here. Damn it, I feel like a caveman. There we go. Ooh, god damn. God damn. Okay, that one hit. Um, god damn, it's super smoky out here. My bad. People coming in and shit. I'm just not gonna move. I saw a video actually of a cat. He was looking for a mouse, and the mouse is just hiding up against the rocks, and he's just hiding there, bro. Like he's just praying. Whatever God mice have. Oh, that's good. Yeah. Yeah, he was just praying for dear life, and the cat is fucking stupid, or maybe he's just not a good cat. Maybe he got sick or something. I don't know. He might have COVID because he couldn't smell shit, and that mouse was right there, uh, just just not moving for dear life. Got that bitch going again. I mean, you gotta be careful when you're blowing bubbles when you have long hair, cause you'll fuck around and then the bubbles will make your hair catch on fire. You know. But yeah, uh, got me a drink here. Apparently, Starbucks sells these triple shot. Um, where I know they had a double shot for a long time, but this is the first time I see a triple shot. If you don't know what that is, it's pretty much a Starbucks mocha or any other. Like usually it's caramel mocha, or I think vanilla, and they usually make it in like double shot or regular. And this one's like a fucking triple shot, bro. Like triple shot energy. It has a red line. Let me see here. Extra strength, 225 milligrams of caffeine. Well, I tell you what, Mr. Triple Shot, fucking chug a Triton and it don't do shit. And that shit's 500 milligrams. So I don't know what the fuck you gonna do to me. You know what I'm saying? I eat these for breakfast. The whole can included. Fucking bullshit ass coffee. The only reason I'm drinking it is because somebody got it and they didn't want it. Because they forgot they were lactose intolerant. And so they just gave it to me. God damn. Yeah, I got a little bit of wax in there, so it's let's just say it's burning fucking slow. I usually would have finished a bowl of bubbles by now, but this one's persevering, man. That shit melts different, but it's all good. It's all good. We got a lot of time here. We got how much? Fucking 26 minutes, 25 minutes. So we're just gonna be chilling here. It's a little earlier than usual. Sorry, because like I said, I wasn't doing anything. had to take a drink of some bullshit ass triple shot. Um, yeah, man, I had to do that, bro. Being lactose intolerant has gotta be trash as fuck. Like, just think about that. Like, think about how many great things. I said I wasn't gonna clear my throat no more in front of the mic, but I keep doing it. I'll try to remember. But as I was saying, just imagine that shit. Just imagine you're lactose intolerant, bro. Imagine how shitty your ice cream intake must be. I mean, yeah, you got like shit like. I mean, yeah, you got shit like sorbet or like water-based ice cream. But I mean, let's be honest. When you go get ice cream, what do you think of? You don't think of fucking sorbet. You think of ice cream, right? Just some fucking thick ass milk. Some hard ass milk. You know, some good shit. Maybe put some cookies in that one, some Oreo cookies, right? Cookies and cream with vanilla. A whole slab. You know, some chocolate, some Dutch chocolate. That whole slab. You get some motherfucking strawberry and shit with the little chunks of strawberry. That whole slab. You get some butter pecan, right? If you've never tried butter pecan, you're missing out. Like, just imagine just tasting on some good ass buttery vanilla, and then you just get like a hint of just a pecan, just a whole ass pecan. They just say, "Fuck it, bro. We're not even gonna chop this whole up. This is a choking hazard. We don't give a fuck. We're just gonna go off. We're just gonna go off. We're gonna throw these big ass pecans in here." I almost died one time. I had to get myself self what is it? Self the Heimlich maneuver. If you didn't know how to do it, what you do is okay. So you feel like the chest, your chest bone right in the center. There's like a little where it ends. That's pretty much where you try to put your fist, right, or towards like your belly button. Usually it's easier if you do it on your belly button. Your belly button or like the bottom of your stomach. If you're fat, you got a little bit of extra stomach at the bottom. That's like horizontal to your body. Just put your fucking arm right there, and just like don't run into a wall, but like try to find like a chair that's the right height, or like if you can, just bang your shit up against the table so that you're squeezing your organs. Sorry, you're squeezing your organs, and that it's the same thing that a person does to you when they get behind you, and it pushes your organs and it squeezes your lungs, and it pushes whatever the fuck is out. And I think I've had to do that like 3 times in my life, where I was just munching by myself, right? Like I lived by myself for a while, um, and I just remember one day I was just munching on. I think it was pecans. Fuck, bro. My pecans might be my death. The death of me, bro. If you see me with a choking, if you see choking, the guy dies of choking hazard, and this you see my face, it's probably a fucking pecan. But anyways, so I was munching on some pecans, right? Just eating them all, just going ham. And that little like piece of wood that tastes horrible. It's super bitter. It's disgusting, right? Like when you get like fresh pecans, when they're not peeled, right? When you don't have the privilege of them being already peeled, you have to do them yourself, and sometimes you'll miss that little piece of bitter ass wood that's like in between the little gaps of the pecan. And bro, it's gotta be it tastes disgusting. Like which is of course is what the shell is supposed to be, bittersweet. But I mean bitter, not sweet, but like bitter. Um, just yeah, it's fucking disgusting. If you've ever eaten that, you know how it feels. It's just ugh, right? You just want to throw it out. Um, and I tasted that, but I was in the process of swallowing, so like it got stuck in my throat, right? And whatever fucking flap is supposed to keep your liquids from not going into your fucking air places, and your air places to not go to where your fucking liquids are, which doesn't even work. I still gotta fart and shit all the time. Like I got a shitty digestive system. But as I was saying, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the pecan shit, right? Yeah, it was a pecan. Oh yeah, so I was choking, yeah, and luckily I had a chair that was perfectly where my belly button height was, so I just put my fist up against it, and I just and I just spit that whole out, and it came out with force. You know what I'm saying? It slapped, it banged up against the motherfucking fridge, and I was just there, just coughing and choking and spazzing the fuck out, trying to get my shit back, trying to get my shit together. Eventually, I got it. Clearly I survived. But yeah, that was a scary. That's scary when you're like choking and there's nobody around and you have to like save yourself. Like goddamn, bro. Like ain't nobody got my back out here. Like shit. I gotta give myself my own Heimlich maneuver. That's how fucking lonely I am, bro. Oh, that's fucking hilarious. Anyways, yeah, I've had to give myself that a few times, and I want to say one of them was from like a fucking hot dog that I was eating too fast because it was Sus Saturday or whatever. Like my boy Angel says, fucking Sus Saturday, bro. That's so goofy. that's such a that's such a funny concept. Like you're just super straight. Let's just say you were super straight, right? You just classified as a new gender for the LGB whatever. Right now you're super straight. We're up to S. You know. Now we need a T. No, that's transgender. Never mind. We skipped the S, but we brought it back. We brought it back. It was a callback. Um, I don't know. I don't know what we're missing, but we're missing something. My bad. There's a lady right there, and I feel weird because like I'm just recording out, and I don't know if you see her head. Maybe you saw the top of her head or her walking by. Yeah, bro. I feel so weird when people pass by because I mean, this isn't supposed to be done outside if you really think about it. Okay, she's gone. Fuck it. Anyways. Oh, dude, I went ham. I don't think I've stopped talking the whole fucking time. Holy shit. I went ham, but anyways, I guess I just keep it going. I mean, like, I'm just letting my mind run loose, you know? Loose. I remember there's this girl, uh, in high school I used to go with, and damn. Well, yeah, it's been enough time. It's been enough time, bro. Listen, like, it's been enough time, I think. Like, I'm not gonna say the name, right? But it rhymes with. Well, the nickname wasn't her. Was because of her name. Let's just say E, right? It was the beginning of her name. E. There's a lot of names with the E. So, anyways, bro, this fucking torch. There we go. That torch was not catching on. Oh, give me. Oh, okay. Now we're back in business. And so they called her Easy E, right? Like, what the fuck? And I don't know where I was going with the story. I forgot. Fuck. Where was I going with the story? Sorry, that was a bad noise. I don't like that. I don't know why. I have a tray to hold the bubbles, right? And I don't know why it just doesn't vibe with my fingernails, and I hate touching it with my fingernails. Cause like sometimes you're just trying to grab some of the bubbles from the bottom of the tray and shit. I'm pretty sure a few people know what I'm talking about. Whether you do bubbles or not. And damn, bro, somebody screaming at their kid. God damn, lady. I feel in danger right now. Can you like chill the fuck out? You ain't gotta be screaming at your kid like that, bro. They just confused. They never been. This is the first time being in the world. Like it's their first run, bro. Give them a look. They're noobs. Children are noobs. You can't just expect for them to know what the fuck, what to do. You can't expect somebody that just started playing Call of Duty to do a motherfucking um slide cancel. You know what I'm saying? You can't expect the new Apex player to be doing all that fucking all that weaving shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't expect nothing like that. You can't expect somebody to hop on Fortnite first time and like fucking start building the Cecil Hotel so they can boil up. Alright, that was fuck. That was going in a bad way. My bad, yeah. My bad. I was letting y'all a little too far in. I have a very dark sense of humor, so I apologize if that was going in a way you didn't like. Um, I remember Fortnite for a while. I had those fucking. I know this is not interesting to a lot of people, but I'm just gonna keep my fucking train of thought going. The fucking portaforts. Portaforts. I looked at my bubble maker and I thought of portafort. Yeah, portafort. That was the shit. That should come back. That needs to come back because people are like way too good at that shit. Like way too good, man. Like, uncomfortably good at building. Like especially because it's most of these games are crossplay. Oh, sorry if the camera moved. Most of these games are crossplay, which means like you're playing against PC players that have a lot more buttons to touch than you. Like they have a lot more. They have a. They're. I've played video games on computer, and that keyboard and mouse is so devastating. I have no idea what the fuck they talking about. The auto aim or whatever, like the to help people with thumbs. Bro, when I freak the fuck out, I can usually keep my wrist pretty steady. But what's the thing that most likely is gonna be shaking if you're nervous? Is your fucking fingers. If you're like a jittery person, first thing that's gonna be moving and jittering is your fingers. So like you need aim assist. At least in my opinion. Some people can keep themselves calm, but I'm so into the game, I'm so into that bitch that like I'm acting like I'm about to die for real and shit. I'm super hyped, bro. Like cause I mean they're video games. That's what you're supposed to do. Like immerse yourself. Like, why would you feel bad for like being super into a game? I don't think you should ever feel bad about that. Cause like if you really think about it, it's like, bro, like we're playing this for fun, right? Like we're not doing this for like pride or nothing. You know what I'm saying? We're not doing this for like big shit. It's a game, you know. And for some people, it's a game to talk shit. And for some people, it's a game to get super hype about things and shit like that. You know, which is why I think this whole bullying shit on video games is bullshit. Cause people express themselves differently, you know? Yeah, yeah, is Timmy gonna be traumatized by the shit that some fucking 40-year-old dude that's been in prison 2 times or something, like, or not even in prison, he just lived a hard life, you know? He didn't have to go to prison, you know? You really think they're gonna be able to argue in a civilized manner? No, that dude's heard of shit that kid can't even comprehend, you know? He's just, he's traumatized. He's never gonna make it out again. If he was in Modern Warfare 2 lobby, it was over. It was over for you. You know. I remember that when that happened, that was like a big scandal. But it's like, bro, what the fuck do you expect? Like those moms are buying their kid anything they want, and then they complain. It's like, well, goddamn, fucking Becky, don't buy your kid a fucking game that's rated R. It's called Call of Duty. It's a war game. Like it doesn't even have cartoonish characters. Like think about every single Call of Duty. Like yeah, even the think about the aesthetic of like Call of Duty Black Ops. When Black Ops was Black Ops, like some dude smoking with two fucking guns. That was Black Ops 2. But like even Black Ops 1 when they like that's crazy. Like you looked at that game and said, "Fuck it, this looks child friendly." Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Get out of here with that shit because you're supposed to be responsible. The parents are supposed to be responsible. Of course, there's a certain extent. There's a point in which a kid, you can't watch them 24/7. But I'm saying it's like that's a choice you made. You made the choice to give him that game, and now you're mad because your kid is traumatized or because your kid is scared of zombies, right? Or shit like that. It's like, bro, that's your fault because you weren't supposed to give him that game. Y'all bitched about ratings, and then y'all not even gonna respect them. You remember when ratings weren't even a thing? There wasn't a thing back then. Like I wasn't in that era, but I remember like I watched like a documentary on YouTube about like just how like of course like Christian religious moms were just complaining to big media that hey we don't want everything out there. I guess there was a big push to keep things like very modest and shit like that. Which is why old shows if you see like what's that fucking channel Me TV or something like that something it's something and if you look at like old like sitcoms and stuff like that the wife and the husband are in two separate beds, you know, acting as if they ain't about to clap cheeks after the fucking lights turn off. You know what I'm saying? Like they pretty much this is I guess what bothers me with society is that there's no there's no freedom to be an adult. At least with American society, there's no true freedom to be an adult. Sexuality is slowly becoming free, right? Free to do. So where you're like you can do anything or be anything, which I think is a good thing. You know, as long as it doesn't affect anybody else but you. You know, like I understand why it's not okay for like you know to fuck in public or to like have your dick out in public or take a shit in public. It's just like it's one of those things that's like okay, bro, like nobody wants to see this. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to see this. So just there's private rooms for those things. You know. But shouldn't there be like I mean, like we're fucking America. Shouldn't we have like something even crazier than Vegas? Because I mean, you can take your kid to Vegas. You can take your kid to Vegas. I've seen it. It's there. It's fucking wild. It's like I thought of Vegas as such a more hardcore place than what it really is. Like you know. But like, what about like a real free place? Like I'm talking about like, of course, like murder can't be fucking whatever But like, just doing drugs, do whatever the fuck you want, bro. Like, do what you want. It's legal here, and it's your choice. And it's a city. It's a city of wild men and women and people, whoever the fuck, whatever we are, furry. It's just a fucking wild ass furries running around, bro, in that place. And it's just like, just think about that, like how interesting that would be, right? Like, and of course no kids, not even people under 21 or something like that, right? Something like that, like under 21 you can't even enter the fucking like the city, bro. That's how fucking lockdown is, guys. So like yeah, so like and of course it's not gonna be for everybody, right? Vegas isn't for everybody. Some people are not interested in going to Vegas. Some people are interested in going to like Shaolin temples and shit. So you know, but for the wild people out there, oh, that's their vacation spot, bro. We're going to fucking Sin City. We're that's gonna have to be called Sin City, bro. It has to. It has to be called something grown up. Like fuck y'all, you know. Fuck them kids or something like that, right? Because there's no way you can have kids out here. You gotta. It's nothing but adults, and we're out here doing crazy shit. And it should be like a resort thing or something. That'd be fucking cool as fuck. That would be cool as fuck. Just a resort. You do whatever the fuck you want, man. And like, there should be two separate divided sections. Like one section's like, oh, it's really like you're gonna go get fucking edibles put up your ass or something. I don't know, something weird, something crazy. That we're gonna have that side for like the super crazies, right? The people that really got damaged, really got dropped when they were kids and shit like that. And then we're gonna have it for the other people that are still want to do crazy shit. You want to smoke weed, while walking around the street looking at whatever or whatever. You want to have your titties out, you want to have your dick out, whatever you want to do. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? We're just not. The other side's super wild, right? The dude with his dick out has like a fucking I don't know some kind of gurney or something attached to his nuts or something. That's like okay, like hey, bro, like I listen. You want to have your dick out? Alright, that's cool. I'm not gonna look at it anyways, right? It's not like he's putting it up in my face. You know what I'm saying? But the other guy's like, damn, bro. I mean, like you're making me hurt. You know? Like for guys especially. When you like you see a dude get kicked in the nuts or something, you just feel that little ooh, right? That ooh, that that hurt. You know? That's a rough one, man. That's a rough one. Somehow I was able to fill fucking 24 minutes of just me rambling nonstop. I don't think I've stopped talking the whole time. Like I'm talking like I'm taking pauses, but that's just because I forget what I'm talking about. That's really the only reason I've ever taken a pause right now, and to take a drink like right now. Oh, good shit. It tastes good. It's just not strong. You know? Watch me be wired the fuck up, right? I talk so much shit that, like, karma, the karma gods or whatever, or the karma NPG. I saw something interesting that, like, apparently there's a literal wall where if you go so fast, the universe cannot even record you. Like, you just don't exist. Like, apparently the more they look into, like, dark matter and speed of light and all that stuff, like, just the forces of the universe, they realize that, like, there's a certain speed that you can hit where the universe doesn't even, like, it can't record you. You can't possibly exist practically. You've gone past these things. Like, there's no wormhole. Wormholes are still exist inside. Wormholes are theorized to exist, right? There's at least a theory, right? There's a certain level that you hit with speed that you would just cease to exist, right? Which is so fucking crazy. Like, think about how fast that is. Like, and then, so right, I don't know if y'all remember back in the day, the Higgs boson got discovered. A few years, I think a year or two back, maybe even 3 years back. It could have been a while, but yeah, the Higgs boson was discovered. But here's the thing: it was discovered at a specific energy, right? An energy um, state. That's so. The scary thing is that, and the law of entropy. Most things will try to get to their base, to the least um, kinetic energy. So they're just gonna expend their energy till they're out of energy. That's what things like to be at a stable, whatever, energy state, whatever for them, for their basic component. Well, I don't know. All right, I'm over explaining this. Pretty much what it is that the Higgs boson is like. Let's say it's at an energy state one, right? Now the Higgs boson apparently gives mass to everything in the universe, like including me, you, this fucking phone that I'm recording on, the mic, everything. Everything has mass, correct? And because of mass, there's gravity, which is a fundamental law of the universe. Well, if it turns out that the Higgs boson can go one energy state less, then there's no way that a Higgs boson could pretty much have mass. Like, there's no way there's no way that something could weigh something because the energy state is too low. That's from that Higgs boson. Now, listen, this is like some real high level shit that I'm just regurgitating, okay? So if you got deeper questions, just look up like Higgs boson info or something, okay? Back to the scheduled program. So, this motherfucking Higgs boson, right? Like, if one turns to energy state zero, it's gonna infect the other ones because of the law of entropy. Like, eventually, it's gonna want you to, you know, go to a lower energy state, and so this is what happened. And so, like, if the Higgs boson goes one down and it affects other Higgs bosons, then it's gonna cause it's pretty much gonna be like a cascading effect of, like, you know, one infects two, two infects four, four infects eight, 16, blah 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 blah. Was that right? 16? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Cause 4 times 3 is 12. Yeah, tripping. Um, yeah, that's so weird, huh? Like, such an interesting thing that can happen. Just imagine, like, and here's the thing though, like, there's no way we could detect it. Like, right now, I could be talking, right, and I'm just chilling, talking, right, smoking weed, and then I just don't exist. It's so fast that, like, there's no way you could. There's no light. There's nothing that you could see. You know what I'm saying? Which is gonna be insane. Like, you could just end now, like now. At any moment. But to be honest with you, like, not a bad way, I guess, you know? Like, you gotta think about, like, that's such an easy way. Like, think about how you died now. Like, if you were to die now, like, instantly, poop, boom, you really didn't suffer much, right? You didn't have to deal with looking at, like, let's say, like, an asteroid or something is heading towards Earth, and everybody in the planet is just staring at this fucking fireball that's slowly getting bigger and bigger. And so you drive over to your family's house and you're all together and you're terrified and you're sad and you're depressed and you're trying not to be depressed for the kids and you're sad about the kids and like just think about that shit. How fucking mentally devastating it would be for an entire planet to just see an asteroid coming at you and you know it's gonna hit. It's like it's no way it's not gonna hit. You know what I'm saying? It's been confirmed. It's like that would be way worse to die. Cause I mean, yeah, most likely you're gonna die on impact. You know, if it's that big of an asteroid, it just destroys the whole planet. You know what I'm saying? Let's just say a fucking some kinds of crazy asteroid just totally wrecks the entire planet. Let's just say that's that big. Holy shit! Like that would be such a shitty way to die, man. Because you're just like staring at you're just staring at it, like, and it's. I mean, if it has to be massive to destroy the planet, so you would probably see it like it would be a few days. Like think about that shit. Like let's say you find out at 3 p.m. and you're just thinking about it, like what the fuck. You start contacting your people and everything, right? And then at night you look up and there's this fucking dark ball in the sky that's flying towards you, right? And then as it gets closer, it starts to like illuminate by the sun or something like that, like some crazy shit. Like just think about that, man. Let's just say it takes a week, but it's so big that we're gonna see it like a week in advance before it hits us. There's no way we're gonna survive, man. There's not enough time to build like a rocket ship, right? There's not that we haven't tested enough theories. We haven't gotten to that point yet. You know, maybe some people make it out, but it's like at the same time you gotta think about it. Like yeah, there's nothing's gonna be the same. Like nothing's gonna be the same. There's no Earth to return to. Let's say if you even that's even worse. So let's say you just die like a week later into fucking. Let's say there's some kind of weird disease in space and you just lose your fucking mind, you just die or something. Like you just, oh my god, that'd be horrible. But with the Higgs boson, you just, bam, that's it. That's it. Okay, you had no, you let's just say you were just chilling, man. You just chilling, watching TV, and you just plop, cease to exist. That's a way better way because in the moment you were just thinking like, oh, this is a funny show or oh, this is a great new episode or something. There's no concept of you dying. There's no fear. There's no sadness. It's just boop. Well, this was a great episode. Oh fuck. Yeah, I do have to leave. I think